In this section, we're going to talk about the center of data. And we're going to talk about three basic measures of center: mean, median, and mode. And you probably have heard of these measures of center before, but we're going to try and dig a little bit deeper into the meaning of mean, median, and mode, and how you can explain them a little bit to your students. So let's talk about mean first. And mean, when we talk about mean, we mean average. And we'll talk about calculating it in a minute. But I want to talk about two ways that we can conceptualize the idea of mean. So we can do it in two ways. One is called leveling out. So we can think of the mean as kind of averaging out all of our values. And so in this diagram, we see that we have these different levels of blocks, and we're going to move those blocks around per the arrows here, so that in our final example over here, all of the block towers are the same level. And so we could say that the mean of these towers of blocks is equal to 4. And honestly, if we want to calculate the mean, we could calculate it, and we could say, 4 yellow blocks plus 3 green blocks plus 6 orange blocks plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 purple blocks plus 2. So we add all of those together, and then we divide by the number of towers. So here we have 7 plus 11 plus 2. So that's 20 total blocks. And then we have 5 different towers. So 20 divided by 5 is indeed 4. So we can see the connection between the calculation of our mean and this idea of leveling out the numbers so that we have the same number of values, so that we have a flat plane of blocks here. They all have the same number of blocks in the towers, in the different towers. Now, a different way of looking at mean is mean as the balance point of our numbers. So here we have 4 numbers. We have 4, 4, 4, and 12. So, obviously, the 12 is kind of way out there, and the 4s are kind of clustered together. But there's a balance point between those numbers. If we actually had weights or something and we put them on a balance, we would find that the balancing point is the mean. So again, let's calculate the mean and see if it does indeed show up as our balance point of 6. So here we would do 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 12. And that is equal to 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 12, and 12 is 24. And then we divide by the number of numbers, or the number of values, 24 divided by 4, and we do indeed get a value of 6 for our mean. So the mean can be seen in terms of leveling out our numbers or our values, and also in terms of finding that balance point, that measure of center of our values.